Good morning, everybody. This is Junk to Gems Creations. I'm going to give it a couple minutes for everybody to join us. Fill in here what we're doing today. Let's see. Hi, Joss. Good morning. Let's see here. Hi, guys. Hi, Wendy. All right, I'm gonna give it another minute here. Hi, Joyce. The little bean's good, Jess. Good so far. I'm sitting in my dining room today. It's nice and bright. All right, I got a couple of you on here. Good. Hi, Connie. Good morning or afternoon. I guess it's almost afternoon. Hi, Glenda. Thank you for sharing. All right, guys. So I have quite a few of you on here. Hi. I know this wasn't a planned video. I meant to go live yesterday and just didn't get on. If you guys watch my videos, you know I have a dog, Lainey. Keep her in your prayers. She's had surgery this morning, just on some simple stuff, nothing major. She just had a cyst by her eye and also a lump on her neck. So keep her in your prayers. If you know who Lainey is, she's my little puppy. She is recovering from surgery right now. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Libby. Good morning, Anna. All right, guys, so today I have an easy craft, okay? I love table settings. We got a new dining room table. It was actually supposed to be here sometime in like January, and we just got it like a month ago. That's how back ordered they were. So we have our new dining room table, which I'm sitting at. It's a mess right now, so I'm not going to show you the whole dining room table. But I needed some new decor, and I was going around shopping, and I was trying to figure out what the heck to get for this like new table. And I looked and I saw real pretty, a whole bunch of like garland, the real pretty flowery garland. And I went to Michael's, and Michael's kind of doesn't have the best coupons anymore, and they don't accept competitors' coupons here in Johnstown anymore. I don't know about your Michael's store. So the garland's like $30-some, and you're lucky you might be able to use like a 20% off coupon, but you guys know me, I am cheap, and if I can do something cheaper, I will do it. So I decided to venture to Walmart and Dollar Tree, and I was like, that's it. I'm making my own DIY garland for my table. So I found these. These were at Walmart. They're just the basic like fake stemmed flowers. Oh, good morning, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to catch up on comments here. Let me see. Yes, Lainey. Lainey is actually recovering from surgery. We'll be home tonight at 8 o'clock. Fingers crossed. Everything went good. So, yay. All right, guys, so I got these at Walmart. I think they were like $1 a piece or something, and they're actually really pretty. They're really cute. They have the little buds on. They have the, they actually look pretty real. They're not terrible looking. The leaves are really pretty. So I got these. I think they were like $1.99 maybe a piece. So I got 2 of those, okay? 2 of those. Voila. And then I have like a basket of just like flower stuff that I throw together, things that I use for like decoration. I just throw in there and then they just set in there. And then these here, I must have pulled off of something some point in time. I used them for other things. And I must have had 1 billion of them because I still have a whole bunch. So I took some of these out of my basket. I actually have a whole bunch, if you guys can see. I have a whole bunch here sitting on my tray, okay? So we're gonna make our own garland. And you'll need a wire cutter, tin snip, okay? This is my big one. I couldn't find my littler one. And you'll need a pair of scissors. And you can use any type of I just got the jute, the green jute from Lowe's. It was like $3. I'm sure the Dollar Tree has like the flower stuff that you can like use in your garden, or the wire, the green wire. Any of that will work. But I just got the jute. That's where I was at today. So yes, Anna, smart shopper. Yep, this is a good cheap way to make your own floral DIY garland for your tables, and you can make it as long as you want. So it's a hack. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my tray out of my way here. I'm going to get some of my little flower buds off of here. All right, and I'm gonna start off with this. Okay, so to turn this into garland, and these little things, okay, I'm just using these really, they match pretty well. They're gonna blend in really pretty. The green matches, and it gives it some white in there too, okay? I got the yellows, I got the greens, and then now I got some of the cream and white, okay? So what we're going to do is we're gonna cut each one of these apart, okay? And you can sometimes rip them. Oops. If you're strong enough, you can actually rip them. All right, these actually came off pretty easily. But you can rip them or you can cut them, okay? Up to you. Whatever you want to do. I'll probably just rip these. That way it'll leave me a little bit of working space, okay? But I would leave your stem pretty long because you're gonna want to tie these all together, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, these are the ones, of course, that have the little pop-offs. You can put as many on as you want. You can take some stuff off. So I'm just going to get one of my stems and I'm going to spread these apart. There we go. Just make it look a little bit fuller. And I like them because you can kind of bend them to where they need to go. Just like that. All right, so I don't want to really put my white ones way at the top because you already have these ones up there. So I'm going to take off one off my bottom, okay? I'm going to put it in a little pile here, okay? I don't want to waste it. And I'm going to pop one of these on, just like that. All right, so you're kind of making your own little flower there, all right? And I'm going to lay this, I'm going to have this lay like this. So you kind of want to have a plan. You don't want to just put them on whichever, because then if you're making garland, all of it will be twisted. You're not going to see some. So have your way planned out already. Like, it's going to lay like this, okay? So I don't want it to be, I don't want some to be down here where you can't see them. So make sure you have your design already laid out, okay? So all I did was replace that one, all right? All right, I'm going to point you down to the table, okay? Just so it's easier to see. All right, so there's my one strand. I'm gonna go ahead and tear another one off. Like I said, mine are coming, I'm just tearing them and they're coming off really easily, but I do have a pair of tin snips. I thought about just cutting it here. It still gives you a bit of a stem, so if yours aren't as easy to tear apart as mine, go ahead and use your tin snips, okay? But I'm gonna try to leave these stems as long as I can. All right, guys. So same thing with this one. I'm gonna spread these out a little bit, just like that. All right, so they look nice. There we go. All right, and I'm going to take off one of these, okay? And you can look and see which one you want to take off, which one you want to remove. These here too are the same on both sides, and then it has this other little leaf. So I'm just going to take off one of these. Take off the middle one, just like that. Pop it right off. You can always put it back on if you decide you want to change these out. Most of the fake flowers have that. And then I'm just going to add the new one in there. Okay, so now you have your second little layer of that, and you're going to keep going, because if you would just do that and then just like, oh, okay, flop it down, like you don't have any consistency, and you're going to be sitting there messing with these, kind of bending them. That keeps going in and out. Hopefully you guys are good. You guys okay? All right. All right. Liz, my baby is due August 1st. She will be here August 1st. I'm getting a little big. So a couple more months to go. And then she'll be joining us on our videos. All right, guys, so I'm gonna lean you back down here. Okay. All right, so I'm overlapping these just a tiny bit. I'm not gonna cover them completely because I do want length to this. All right, so I'm gonna overlap them. And this is where you can either, this here's already wire, my stems are long enough. If I wanted to, I could just wrap this around here. And I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna see if it works. So I'm just gonna get the end of my stem on my first one. And I'm going to use my finger here. And I'm going to wrap it the whole way around. So you might not even need your jute or your wire. If you can get this and the stem's long enough, you don't even need that part. If you can't, if you're somebody who has to cut their stem shorter, that's okay. You can use jute and just tie it. You can tie it up here further, but this is working pretty well. All right, and I am just gonna snip this a little bit because that little wire is gonna be really pokey and I don't want anybody getting cut on it. All right, okay. Don't mind my finger, I had to get stitches the other day, so I'm hoping I don't cut it open today. I should have wrapped it before my video. All right, guys. Nope, my little guy's falling off of here. Let me put it back on. Maybe. There it is. Perfect. Okay. All right. So you can spread these out as you go if you want to, or wait until you're done. You just want to have that consistency of, you know, the whole vine look of it going. Okay. So now we're going to move on to our third section here. Same thing. All right. I'm going to grab my little thing here and I'm going to rip a thing off. I'm going to spread these apart here. Now this is a little bit different of a piece. This has yellow in it. The other ones didn't. Okay, so I'm actually not going to take one of the yellow pieces. Actually, I lied. We'll see how it looks. Let's see. Let's go with the flow here, shall we? Let's see if we want to put one of these on or if we want to leave it all yellow. I might actually leave these all yellow just to break it up a little bit. So I'm not going to replace this one. I'm going to leave it in there. Jan, what is wrong? Seeing same thing over and over. Uh-oh. Is my internet going out? Let me see, guys. Sorry. I'm sitting like 5 feet from my internet. Can you guys hear me okay? And see me? Hi, Karen. Hi, Dale. I'm hoping you guys can hear and see me okay. I'm going to give it a second here. You cannot, you can both. Okay. All right, awesome. Okay, so maybe it was just a glitch. Okay, guys. All right, so back down to here. All right, I'm doing my, thank you, Mom. Hi, Dale. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our third one here. We're just gonna kind of overlap just a little bit. We are making DIY floral garland, okay? If you guys ever walk into Michael's and you see all the beautiful garlands and you're like, oh my gosh, these are so pretty. And then you look at the price and it's like $30 to like $47. And it's like, never mind, I'm not paying that. Even if I have like a 50% off coupon, then I might, but they're not too good with their coupons anymore. I'm kind of disappointed. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and teaching you guys how to make this. All I did was buy a couple different little things. These were actually at Walmart, and they're just the floral, like literally like you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy these if you really want to be cheap. And then I just got a couple different kinds of things. Okay, so we're on our third little patch here. All right, so I just want to make sure that I'm laying these all right. That one looks good. Overlapping just a tiny bit here. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to grab my stem. Okay, this is my full piece here. Okay, and I'm going to grab my stem of that one. I'm going to make sure they're overlapping just a little bit. I don't want it to overlap and cover too much because we want to keep the length. And I'm going to get my stem from my last one and I'm going to just wrap it around the second one. just like that. So if you have to cut yours, I got lucky, mine are easy to rip apart. If you have to cut them, that's fine. You can use twine or something to tie them together, or the gardening, little gardening ties. Should have got pliers. I'm just using my tin snips to cut off anything that I see is really sharp. Just like that. All right, okay. So there we go so far, and it's laying nicely. Okay, I have all of mine. If you're looking at it from there, it looks really pretty. It's laying nice and flat. Everything's up. It's not like it's backwards here and you can't really see a lot of stuff. So you want to pay attention to where you're tying things in at and what you're changing in and out. You can always mess with it later too after you have it all done. You can adjust things, and you know, if you think it needs more white, you can go ahead and stick in some of your other flowers. All right, so we're going to keep going here, and then eventually once we get to a certain point with this, I am going to start going the opposite way, because you don't want it just to go one way. You can have it that way if you really want to. I might start going the opposite way. We'll see how it looks as we go here. All right, guys. So now I'm going to go ahead. Nope. I have just stuff everywhere here. Let's see here. How many do I have of that? So these are all intermixed here differently. This is one. Let me see. I have 1, 2. You guys can get crazy about your patterns if you really, really wanted to. I have actually more of these than I do those. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and lay another one out here. Tear it apart. Okay. Get my one little twig. All right, and then this is the one that I do replace. I get the yellow or the white on here. So I'm going to pop one of these off. Put my white one on there from a different plant, make it feel a little bit fuller. And I'm just going to set that down. And I'm gonna actually pop this off and do it on this side. And keep it all consistent. Just like that. All right. And then same thing, I'm gonna overlap it just a tiny bit, not a ton, because I want it kind of long. I'm going to get my last stem of my last branch, okay? Not of the one that I just put on, of my last branch, and I'm going to wrap it. So this is a pretty quick, easy craft. You know, if you guys aren't very crafty, or if this is your first time watching craft videos and you're like, I don't know how to craft whatsoever, this is easy. You can get this stuff at the dollar store, okay? It's very, very easy. All right, and you can bend these however you want. I might have to glue those on there. Kind of falling off on me a little bit. There we go, just like that. All right, so you're getting your long piece of garland. Look how pretty. You could even do this like for a door wreath or something too. That'd be awesome. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing any comments. I don't see any. Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. All right, we're gonna use another yellow one. This one has a tag on, so I'm just gonna take the tag off. Maybe, if I can get it. Of course, tags are the worst, right? I hate the sticky ones. Hate them. Just don't want to be able to see it after I'm done here. Scratch it off. There we go. Okay. All right. So this one here I'm just going to keep as is. I'm not going to replace any of these. And I'm going to lay it down there, kind of right where I ended. And we're going to grab the last one just like we have been and tie it around in there. Just like that. Okay. So you can move pretty quickly after you figure out how to do this. It's an easy thing. All right. So there's that. We're gonna keep moving along. And you can make this as full as you want it. There's different types that you could do. Technically, you could use 2 of these at a time. If you didn't really want to rip one apart at a time, you could use 2, make it a little bit fuller. It's up to you. I just wanted something just long, skinny, and really cute. Okay, our table's kind of really long and narrow, so I wanted just something to add to the centerpiece because I do have other things that I'm putting with it, so it'll fill it out a little bit better. But I just wanted something really simple. Okay. So you can make these as thick as you want to. You can go to the Dollar Tree and go crazy with them. They have a whole bunch of sprigs and stuff there, different colors and everything. So, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and keep moving along here. I'm gonna actually add a yellow one to the top here. So I'm just gonna go back and add a yellow to the top just because I do have so many of the yellow ones. I didn't realize how many yellow ones there were. So I'm just gonna go back and do that. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of lift this one up here, find out where it needs to lay. Right there, it looks good. And I'm just gonna wrap that and add that to the end. Perfect. So it goes pretty easy, especially the way this is working. These come apart really easily for me, so I didn't have to fight too much with anything. Okay, I didn't have to cut and then tie. Some of you might have to, depends on the fake plant that you get here. And of course these are falling off because I'm moving this around so much. The only thing with fake flowers are the little flowers pop off so easily. If you guys ever buy like flowers at the Dollar Tree, you're probably like me where I'm like looking through, making sure none of the little flowers are missing. I do that all the time. People probably look at me like I'm nuts. They're like, what is that lady doing? Just pick one up and buy it. All right, so there we go. All right, we're gonna keep going here, just adjusting as I'm going, making sure that everything's laying flat and nice. And what I like about this too is you can bend it any way you want to. So if you wanna make it like, you know, curvy, you can do that. If you just want it straight, you can do that too. Makes it easy, it's all wire. All right, guys, so we're gonna keep going here. And I might actually, we'll see, I don't know. I might start going this way. It might look better, I don't know. I might actually just do it all one way. I think it'll flow a little bit better. I thought about going the opposite way, but I don't think it's going to be full enough that I'm gonna have to worry about that. So we're gonna go ahead and take another one of these. I'm just gonna tear a couple of these off of here. Get ahead of the game. Oh, this one's a little harder to tear. All right. Whoops, tearing stuff off of there. I jinxed myself with the first one. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna get this here, add some white ones in there, see which way this looks flat. That looks good there. I'm gonna pop this one off, put my white one in there, switch it out a little bit. And that's another thing too, like if it's, say, Christmas time, you can still use your same DIY garland, just pop off a couple different things and stick some red roses or something in there. It'll look really, really cool. Let me see, I'm missing some comments. Hi guys. Yes, yes, Liz, exactly. You gotta make sure you're getting like what you're paying for, right? Even if it's from the Dollar Tree. All right. Okay, so back to this. I'm gonna go ahead and overlap that, find my end of this, and just twist that around there. So this, instead of spending, yeah, it's not as full maybe as the ones that you would buy at Michael's. I understand that. Though some of those aren't that great. If you look at some of them, some of the expensive ones are really nice, but some of the cheaper ones, like the $15 ones, they look exactly like this. I spent literally $2, I think, or maybe, no, it was maybe $4. I think these were like $1.99 a piece at Walmart. So $4. There you have it. And if you have this stuff laying at home, then it's free. It's awesome. All right. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. Good. I'm just going to start to go every other one here. So we're going to go ahead and put one of the yellow ones in there again. I think I messed up down here. I didn't realize how many of these ones I had. I might have to tuck a yellow one in there somewhere. We'll have to see. I should have looked and seen what I had first. I thought they were all the same. All right. So I'm going to put this one there. And this one here I am going to cut. This is my last one. All right. And you can see the stem is so thick here. So I'm actually going to cut this right at that notch. Maybe. There we go. Just like that. So I do have to keep in mind that this stem's a little shorter on this one. So I might have to use my little ties here. All right, right at the end there. These things start to twist too, so you got to make sure you hold them tight or you're going to have twists happening in your piece of garland. Just like that. Okay. Perfect. All right. And like I said, after you're all done, you can kind of go back and spread these out just how you want them. But the consistency looks good. Okay. Looks really pretty. It's all flat on one side where I'm going to lay it on. And then this side is all nice and really pretty. You see all the different colors. You see all the flowers. Good morning, Washington State. Hi, Maggie. Good morning. We are making DIY garland, saving you a whole bunch of money. Instead of paying 40 or 30 or 50 bucks for a piece of garland at Michael's, we are making it for $4. So, woohoo. You can stop at Dollar Tree, buy some flowers, and get your garland on. Let's see, this one popped off somewhere and now I can't find it. There it is. It's hiding. Okay. Perfect. Flip that around. All right. Okay, so now we're going to keep going here. My garland's getting pretty long. I'm going to have to rope it back around here to me pretty soon. Actually grab my chair and put it on my chair here. All right. So now we're at our end here. We're going to go ahead and put one of these back on. Maybe this one's harder to rip. Let me try to find one here that might be easier. There we go. Okay. And this is the one that I do replace one of the green things with one of my white. It's missing some flowers. We're going to use this one. I got a whole bunch of Spanish moss in here from my tray that they were sitting on. That wasn't a smart idea. There we go. Okay. I'm going to overlap it just a tiny bit. Not covering up too much of that yellow. So this part here is where I'm talking about. I'm going to move it down just a little bit. So this might be your, how you guys have to do it. If your flowers haven't been ripping as easy as mine for the stem. So this one here is a short stem on my last one. So it's going to be really hard for me to wrap that around there. So instead of struggling and poking myself, I'm just going to go ahead, and if you guys have just the like ties for like garden stuff, that'll work too. I'm just going to use a green piece of jute. Okay. And I might have to do this on 2 of them. And I'm just going to tie that really tight. Okay. And this is how you might have to do all of yours. I just got lucky that mine were very easy to rip, but some of them are not, and I understand that, so you might have to just tie everything. But 2 little spots on my garland here are not going to hurt being tied. Oops. There we go. All right, just making sure that's not going to come loose. Looks good. I'm going to cut this as close as I can. And if you have the green tape too, you can tape it just to make sure it's going to stay on there, okay? but that looks good. The next one will cover that. You won't even know it's there. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead, and this one has a longer stem, so I don't have to worry about tying the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my next one here now. Okay. And just kind of lay it out how I want it to look. Oops. Little things are popping off. There we go. You guys can go, you know, as crazy as you want with the flowers. These here look pretty good, pretty real. I like the colors in them. It's nice and springy. These were at Walmart for like $1.99, I think, or $2.99. So it might have been a couple more than $4 that I spent on this, but still saves me a lot of money. All right. Oh, thanks, Mom. Yes, Lainey had surgery this morning. She made it out okay. We got a call. Everything went well. She just had she had a fatty tumor on her neck, and she had a little cyst on her eye that needed removed. So, yes, keep Lainey in your prayers. She's doing okay, though. All right, guys, so I'm going to keep going with this. This is getting really long. Look how pretty. All right, I'm going to keep going. I'm so excited to put this on my table. I have so many little things that I want to decorate my table with now that we have a new table. It's so exciting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tear this one off of here now. All my little things are falling off. This one here just doesn't want to come off for me. Let's see if I can tear all these off. Use my muscles. There we go. There's that one. This one's getting there. I think I'm gonna have to clip this one. I don't know what will happen to this one. All right, let's see. Struggling. This is how I end up getting stitches because I always cut myself. Okay. All right. So this one here, I kind of beat it up a little bit. I'm gonna put these flowers back on here. I definitely think I ripped the looks like it's broken. I think I ripped the wire out of this one somehow, but it'll hold it up. It'll be fine. All right, so I'm gonna put those back on there, and this is one of the ones that gets the white flowers. So I'm gonna go ahead, overlap that a little bit. Perfect. Okay, use my end here. I'm running out of table space. Use my end here to twist that on there. Pretty soon you guys will be joining me and our new little baby. I can't wait. She's gonna be joining us on our videos. I might not be live for a little while until I get things figured out with having a newborn at home and everything. It's gonna be a little crazy. Life-changing, I'm sure. Okay. But we're excited. And if you have kids, there'll probably be kids crafts coming up when she's old enough, so gotta keep her busy somehow. Let's see. Good morning. Hi, guys. Yes, Liz, we have a couple names in mind picked out. We're not going to share them with the public yet. Our family knows a couple of them, but we're going to wait to announce everything when she's here. But yes, we do have some names. So exciting. Yes, Karen, it is. All right, guys, let's see here. Move you back down. All right, so we need another yellow one. It's already ready for me. Just like that. Lay it down right there. Twist my extra little piece around here. So this is a good project to just sit and watch TV and do. Easy, quick. It doesn't take long at all. I'm just moving slower just so I can show you guys how to do it. Though when I watch TV, I get sidetracked too, so I probably would be working just as fast. All right. Oops, I keep popping these off of here when I twist this on here. If you guys want to get real crazy, you can glue these, but I like the idea of being able to remove them and stick other ones in there if you wanted to change it up for a holiday. It's so easy to do. You don't have to buy so many different pieces of garland. You just stick whatever you want on here. So awesome. So it's getting nice and long, looking really pretty. Woo, look how pretty. So it's looking awesome. All right. Ooh, we're on our last couple here. I knew it. I did miscount. I knew I was going to do that. So I'm going to go back here a little bit. Before I realized that there was actually more of the yellow, I thought I had more of the green ones. I stuck 2 green together up here. So I'm going to just fix my mistake. This one's yellow, that one's green. By just swapping them out. Hopefully without poking myself. We're gonna find out. I could just swap out the thingies on there, but I'm gonna make it hard on myself. Do it this way. Okay, I'm just gonna swap these out. That would make so much more sense. Okay, so I'm gonna pop those off, and I'm just gonna put the yellow ones on here. Voila! Problem solved, I think. Let me see. Green. This will be yellow. I have 2 yellow back to back. Let me see here. I don't know what I did. I miscounted. Or one of these are opposite of what they're supposed to be. That could have happened too. But this is how easy it is to switch these out. It's so nice. So I'm excited for Christmas and stuff. I'm gonna stick some red stuff in there. Make it look real pretty. All right. Now this one here should be green. I don't know what I did. I think one of these is short one. Maybe that's why. Okay, so we're just gonna keep the 2 yellow together there. And we're gonna put 2 yellow down here too. All right, I'm just gonna move that there. Perfect. All right, now that we're all fixed up there, that looks a lot better. We're gonna go ahead and put our last little green one here. Actually 2 yellow, I'll do 2 yellow, it'll match. All right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and overlap that one, okay? And then we'll do our last little green one at the end. That way it matches the other end. Voila! All right, come on. Last one. It's like a finger workout here, wrapping these together. All right, there we go. Moving this down a little bit. It's falling off my table. And then my last one. I'm gonna stick these back on here. I tore them off earlier. Just like that. Come on. Some of them want to go on and then some of them fight me. There we go. And then you're gonna add your little piece of white flower. This one looks better. Okay, right in there and right at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, make sure that's overlapping just a tiny bit, and wrap my last piece around here. So, the only thing about not doing it split, like doing one way and then doing the other way opposite, is you have this end, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and cut it just nicely. I'm gonna make sure it's wrapped really nicely. I might actually use some green tape on the end of here just so it doesn't look too sloppy, okay? And then you just kind of end it like that, okay? And you could even wrap some twine around it or something to make it look cute if you really wanted to. But mine wasn't long enough to go both ways in my tables. It'll look fine how it is, so. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut that off so nobody gets poked. Maybe. This one might be too little to cut with my big things here. I need a pair of pliers is what I needed. Too little for my, or too big for my scissors and too little for my clippers. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna put these back on, they fell off. Make sure I have this the right way. That looks good. that one there. So you got your different colors of greens here. And I will be going live again. I got some other table stuff that I wanted to kind of show you guys. And eventually after we have everything made, we'll decorate the table too. So I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that. I do need to get a couple different plates and stuff. I wanted to get just a pop of color on one of my plates. Just like that. Okay. And then I am going to cut this off right here. I think these are getting kind of rusty and old. It's time to replace them. All right, there we go. And I'm just gonna cut that off. And like I said, you can use green tape or something if you wanted to cover that up a little bit better. All right, and I still do have some stuff left over here, just from me popping some things off. So, you know, you can go through and kind of tie them in if you really wanted to make it look a little bit fuller. So that gave me a pretty long piece. I mean, as you guys can tell, let me see here. Gave me a pretty long piece. So just out of 2 of those, you got a lot of garland here, okay? And it'll look really pretty laying on your table. So pretty. Voila, all done. It turned out pretty good. I'm actually impressed. I'll lay it over here on my radiator and show you guys. Get a better view of it. I'll make it look prettier. There we go. All right, let me take you guys down here and show you around here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna flip you over here. Don't mind my beautiful scratched up windowsill from Lainey. But there it is, okay? It's really pretty. It looks nice. I'll flip you around, there we go. But it's actually pretty long, okay? It covers my whole radiator, and it goes over the side of the radiator too, a little bit. So it's pretty long, and like I said, you guys can mess with these, spread them out how you want them. But because I kept the consistency, you're seeing everything that we put into there. You're seeing the white flowers on the top, you're seeing the yellows. You don't want to just tie them together and then try to kind of adjust it, because it's probably not going to look as nice, okay? So turned out pretty good, I have to say. Can't complain about it. It looks really cute. And it's pretty full. I mean, for $4, you know, it's pretty good, I think. It looks awesome. Okay, and it does have a little bit of curve to it, so it looks good. And you can straighten it out if you wanted to, but I think it looks pretty good. All right, guys, let me just flip you back around here. Maybe, if my camera will work. There we go. All right. Love it. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. All right, guys. Well, I got a whole bunch of stuff here I got to get done before we go pick up Lainey. So I will see you guys hopefully next weekend. We'll see. I am going to be part-time here at my full-time job now after the baby is here. So that's going to be exciting. We got a little bit in the plans for Junk to Gems, so stay tuned. All right, hopefully I'll have a better schedule after that and everything. It's going to take quite of an adjustment with the baby, but we're going to figure out a better schedule, and we'll get more lives and more time with you guys. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for viewing. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you next time. Bye.